I say,
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another slop video, and yes, I know I haven't uploaded in 3 days, and for a channel that posts mainly slop, I might as well have just died. But I've been working on some more serious videos in the meantime, and I don't exactly know when they're going to be uploaded, but they'll be up soon, hopefully. So Colleen Bellinger, aka the person who made the worst apology video in the history of YouTube, is back in some drama after making her return back to YouTube. So for a little backstory on Colleen, she's been on the platform for well over a decade and made her first channel in 2006, and was a big creator in the early days of YouTube before 8-minute slop videos. And her main bit was that she played a character called Miranda Sings, where she would basically say things in a goofy voice and wear like an abundant amount of lipstick and just do these really weird things. Say what you want about the content, but this turned out to be very successful for her, with her gaining 8.40 million subscribers on her very first channel and 3.20 million subscribers on her vlog channel, along with getting her own Netflix show back in 2016, which even got a second season, which they both received mixed reviews to say the least. But it's pretty easy to say that Colleen's life was going pretty good. She had a pretty successful YouTube career, a Netflix show, and probably millions of gold doubloons. But this all went downhill after another YouTuber who was working for Colleen by the name of Adam Minkintyre exposed her for her past of bullying and grooming her underage fans, along with her just having very odd conversations with her fans. Adam ended up coming out about this a couple of months ago and even talked about the fact that Colleen was in a group chat with a bunch of underage fans that she would ask very weird questions, to say the least, and even accused Colleen of grooming Adam as well. And not to mention, Adam worked for Colleen for absolutely no pay, so that's just another funny thing to throw in. And after Colleen got accused of doing all of these horrible things with a lot of hard evidence against her, she decided to respond by singing a song with a ukulele.
The toxic gossip train.
I'm only gonna play that small little clip to not only spare your eardrums, but to spare your existence as a whole. But with no surprise at all, Colleen received a ton of backlash for this and became basically the laughingstock of the internet for about a week, until a new drama started up and everybody else went to go talk about that. But Colleen ended up coming back to YouTube with a video titled Fall Vlog a little over a week ago, where she addressed her original response and admitted how immature it was and apologized for hurting anyone.
Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy, and there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions, and because of that behavior, people got hurt. And I am so sorry.
And also says that she let her anger and her ego get in the way of actually handling the situation.
Obviously, the last video that I posted on here, it's really embarrassing, to say the least. I was being accused of some pretty awful things, and I just was mad, and I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
Which, I mean, let's be obvious, that's just her being upset that she's actually facing backlash for what she did. Which, let's be completely honest, that's her only being upset and angry because she's facing backlash for what she did. I mean, she literally got herself into this situation in the first place. So it's no surprise to anybody that this didn't receive the best response, but there's not much more that you can expect when you've done the things that Colleen has did and when you respond in such a way. I will say, at least in this video where she's addressing her original response, she at least seems like she's actually learned from the situation.
I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible, and I also needed to get the help that I needed to be okay.
But it's kind of hard to believe if you're saying the same thing that's already been said a million other times in a million other YouTube response videos. Not to mention, it was only after you received backlash from the entirety of social media that you came to this realization. But in all honesty, this will probably just turn out like every other YouTube drama that takes place with a YouTube creator that has a prominently child fan base. I just realized my mic was over here the whole entire time, and that's going to be a bitch to edit, but whatever. Since her fan base doesn't really understand the severity of what she actually did, she'll probably always have at least somewhat of an audience and will be able to have a career on YouTube. Even if everybody over the age of 12 can see what Colleen did, there's still a bunch of kids on this website for Colleen to gobble up and take on her toxic gossip train. And even once those kids get to a certain age that they start to grow apart from Colleen and realize how fucked up of a person she is, there's gonna be a whole new age of 8-year-olds for Colleen to make a career getting views off of. And not to mention, there's no real way of telling if Colleen's just not gonna do what she did in the past, we just have to wait and see. But Colleen has posted other videos since this video addressing her response, talking about what she's been up to since the drama as well as other normal vlogs, but she doesn't really address the situation in any meaningful way. She kind of just alludes to it but never outright mentions it, which I guess does make sense because you don't want to bring attention to it, but not to mention your fan base is just gonna forget about the whole entire thing in a week anyway, so why really be worried about it? But hopefully Colleen has actually learned and isn't just saying that so she'll stop receiving backlash. But even if she was, it's not like that makes what she did acceptable in any sort of situation. And not to mention, her apology video is going to be something that never gets forgotten and will go down as the worst apology video in the history of this hellscape we call YouTube. But yeah, that's about it for this drama. Sorry for the slowdown on the videos, it's just kind of hard to upload daily slop because it makes my brain cells deplete faster than my asshole after I eat Burger King. And like I said earlier, I'm working on some more serious videos that I can't wait to get out. But yeah, that's about it for this slop video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, bye.